You're his. One time. Luego. Hasta luego. Hasta luego, amigo. Man, fuck these Jaguars.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Well, days like these is why you have retractable roofs, and we've got an open one on a gorgeous afternoon for football at NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
These retards.
They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
What? Postseason, bro.
Able to push his way through. Still going. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
From the 30 on second down. Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole complete. And
I was playing with the dude for my teammates from last game. Oh my god.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch it.
And that is caught.
I'll be back one more
Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Play action for Miller. Now Watson.
Fucking always can miss those.
And down he goes again. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but there's 20 other teams who wouldn't mind being on that road.
You're exactly right about that, but your point about how daunting this is well taken.
I couldn't get the headshot. I can't move him.
It all
so
depends
far
on their mindset now. How do you break it down so that you're not looking at this whole big road and say to yourself, we've got no shot? You break it down to this game right now, win that one, then work out the rest of them after that.
And that's exactly right, and the staff told us that. They've been focusing with the players on don't look ahead, but that's hard to do sometimes, is it not?
It is hard to do because the ultimate goal is to do what? Is to win a Super Bowl. So you have to look ahead a little bit, but you make sure you focus on the game at hand.
Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move.
from the window.
Now Leonard Fournette.
Oh no, he's propelling.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You got rainbow down low.
2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles,
I'm not
keeping
even
the
ranked.
sticks moving forward. This defense,
get
if
you
you don't bring 11
level 30
guys
already?
to the ball to try and get him on the
I don't even
ground,
know.
he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he is
let's get you ranked here, huh?
behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll get on
Sends
after
him
this
2
game.
yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Foles.
What?
This is caught by Lee. Touchdown Jacksonville.
Defense is bad.
Bro, everybody's lagging, dude. Holy
There to
shit.
make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
How the fuck do you scoop the ball up?
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Bro, these dudes are lag switching. Oh my god. To win.
So they won their division and earned the right to play at home in the first round of the playoffs. But this one is not going to script so far.
Nowhere did they have the thought process that they'd be down double digits. But the good thing is it's the first half. You and I know, I mean, you've been with me long enough now. Hang with the game plan. Stay the course for a while. Don't panic and change up things. Keep grinding. Long way to go in this ball.
That was my question to you. You don't throw everything away at this point. Stay on course.
To stay on course. Obviously, you want to eliminate the things that have caused you to be down double digits.
Oh my goodness.
Put in there for a reason.
Oh.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. Watson now to throw as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
They'll run with Foreman. And his first carry loses the football.
Goodness.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming
Why
from
the
an
fuck couldn't I
unlikely
just
source.
stick it?
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would.
Come on, bullshit.
Run the ball in long-distance situation, you might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Foles. And that is incomplete.
My Spotify ain't working.
I feel like my man Momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe Momentum's getting ready to creep to the other side.
On PlayStation?
51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They come in as a 3 seed, and this will very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this one. But while they wanted one of those top 2 spots, they're still in a pretty good position.
They are, and let's face it, any team that gets into the playoffs, as far as I'm concerned,
oh no, I don't want Lamar Miller in. What
the rest of the league wants. A lot of people are sitting at home watching them, but you made a good point. Everyone is vying for one of the top 2 spots.
Who you facing since you're live right now?
You get a week off.
Computer. There's a playoff.
Then you get a chance to collect yourself.
Oh, you have to stream the playoff?
All in all, number 3 spot, they'll take it and run with it.
Yeah, maybe they get a win here and get some momentum.
Sí, señor.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Come on, if Hopkins hold his block, he good.
Didn't happen on that play.
But
and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It
I'm finna message this dude, bro. He's lag switching.
Who?
This dude named Toxic
with 5 in the secondary now.
Oh shit, his name says it all.
I know.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
What a fucking pussy, bro.
Watson gonna give this one to Miller.
He has this fucking
still wrangled before reaching the 20. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but
that's probably why he does it.
Up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10.
This dude turns it off when we have like fucking 10 seconds left, bro. What a pussy.
Get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Lamar Miller caps it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue
they even
to
got a dude not even playing, bro.
Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it.
They know they're winning because they're not even playing.
Anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here's Foles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver Westbrook.
Why would he even touch his ass? I was trying to run.
40-yard line, tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Bro, it's like it's so hard my grenade won't go off.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Foles going to come up now, 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Better be false start.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that'll set him back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop the throw. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 12. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the play book opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Why?
Finally, touchdown Jacksonville. Marquise Lee as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable
can't cover for shit.
It's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
65. Oh, you insane.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right?
What's the halftime?
Let's resume play. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it again with Miller. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing on third down, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here's Watson, and this is caught by Fells, right side.
Oh, shit. Homeboy got clothesline.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Check the hot read. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike.
Watson looks to throw again.
Can you hear my fan blowing in the
Not be
mic?
able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
Can you hear the fan blowing in the mic?
coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
A little bit.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you
I don't
see
know how to
open,
fucking
they
stop
shrink
it.
pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw is Watson, going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no
Fucking
avail.
Jalen ran.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A shotgun give to Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 23. Fournette on the counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, the 40, the 30, the 20, 10. And they will score a pick six.
No! How he get injured?
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one puts the
linebacker
here in the 3rd.
Oh.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Medium. Oh, damn. Stay out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously,
damn, homeboy, you guys shook.
Just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
False start, offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles out to Cole on the right side. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2.
Broke my tackle.
Set up an interesting situation.
I don't trust this shit. I fucking went for so many times already.
Not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th.
I knew.
On 4th and 1, it's a fake.
Yeah, bitch.
And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake
that
the
shit
punt.
again.
It doesn't work out, and this Texans defense stands tall. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller.
Oh, you missed that block.
A.J. Boye up to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, it's Miller. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
What the hell was Sean doing?
Touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking.
That long run on Rainbow brought me to
everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like
or
a
nighttime
sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on
Do you log into the Save the World?
Yep. Every day. Oh, shit. I tried to every day.
They told us they've got confidence, and that's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down.
Why did
he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. On 4th down, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Watson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes, if the opening's there. Someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play.
Oh, what?
Otherwise, get the 3. Put that on the board and try to extend.
Oh, got it, baby.
Intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
All right,
and
fellas.
they got a good chance
We need 1 first down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
First down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Watson now to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Damn, so if I go for this and I get it, we win the game. If I go for it and I fuck up, what's the lose game?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Bro, I had a dream about this chick I don't even talk to.
Would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far a tough game for them.
Once.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. I guess a simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
If I fumble in this last play.
Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Lamar Miller. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up
that game. Let's go to the next round. Fuck these Jaguars. That's bitch-ass defense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry.